You already know it's your motherfucking girl, Serenity Tiara, aka the Tarot Fairy, aka your fairy godmother. And I'm back to y'all with another video. Okay, so welcome back to Go Through My Old Journal Entries with Me, episode 5. Okay, so I'm not going to talk too much. We're just going to go ahead and get into it. If you don't know what's going on, and if you're new here, then welcome. Go ahead and look at my other videos as well as the previous journal entry videos so you can kind of get caught up on what's going on here. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and go in. I'm going to do 2 journals again today. I think that's probably what I'm going to start doing, is doing like reading 2 different journals, because most of them are pretty short. And if it's a longer one, then I'll probably just do one. But so this first one actually has a date to it. So this was January 15th, 2020. Okay. And it says, today started as a drag, being that I got no sleep last night, but I continued to stay somewhat positive. I kept myself busy with beneficial things and even had some downtime. I can literally feel my soul transforming into the person I want to be. It's like my brain is finally in correlation with my heart. Continue to push through and have faith. And then I signed it. How cute. So I really like this journal entry. It's kind of funny when I do these readings or when I do these videos, because the journal that I'm reading, all of these journals are past tense, but like when I read them, they normally kind of relate to what it is that I'm actually going through either that day or maybe that week or the past couple of days or whatever. And I felt like this yesterday, actually, where my day kind of started as a drag. Um well, actually kind of today too, but mainly like yesterday, I didn't really have the best day. But I continued to push through, like I said, in this journal here. So I'm glad to see that I started to get on like that positive mindset in this journal here. And yeah, I don't really have much to say about that one, honestly. I can literally feel my soul transforming into the person I want to be. The only thing I can say about that is that, sister, your soul is about to keep transforming and keep transforming and keep transforming. Because when I originally wrote this, I thought that my soul was transforming like only one time into like one specific way that I wanted to be. But what I'm starting to learn is that my soul continues to transform all the time. Like I'm never stuck in like one way of thinking or like one way of living, if that makes sense. Like I'm always learning like lessons, and like us as humans, we always learn lessons anyways. But I feel like me, like it's different. Like most people, they learn a few lessons, you know what I'm saying, and then they kind of know who they want to be in life, or kind of stick to who they become or whatever. And I feel like I'm just going to keep transforming and keep transforming and keep transforming, because every time I get to a point to where I feel like, okay, I've learned so much, I'm so healed, and you know what I'm saying, like I'm over the past and I'm never going to have a downfall or whatever. Life just comes in and says, oh, here goes another lesson, or oh, here goes another transformation. So I go through a lot of ego deaths, pretty much is what I'm trying to say. So yeah, that's the only thing I have to say about that one. Okay, so this is the next one. So this one is actually about a person. I'm not going to say their name, obviously. So I'm just going to call them Tom, because that's the first thing that came to my head. Tommy, actually. That's the first thing that came to my head. So it says, so Tommy called today and explained that he doesn't want to take a break. He just wants to slow down, and like we've been texting all day, but I've been feeling like I have to watch what I do/say or hold myself back from acting on my feelings for him and flirting. I've been doing good with catching myself over worrying and what does that say? And redirecting my feelings. Also, I watched a SZA interview and I just love her 10 times more. She's literally me, heart. I'm weak. So I still to this day absolutely love SZA. I still feel like that's my twin ski. Yeah, that's my girl. Anyways, but so this was actually when I was talking to this guy. I guess you could say we were dating. We weren't like really boyfriend and girlfriend, but we were like kind of above talking, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna say we were dating, and basically, I can give y'all a whole story time about that if y'all really want it, because I really feel like that man was an alien. Like all jokes aside, I really feel like he was an alien. And if y'all want a story time about how I dated an alien, let me know in the comments below. Okay. Um, but yeah, so I'm not gonna tell y'all too much about that backstory, but basically I wanted to like break up with him, but or I wanted to take a break with him, but he said he wanted to just slow things down. That whole relationship was really weird, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I just need to give y'all a story time about that, so y'all can really understand what was going on in that situation. Basically, he was like the first ever spiritual person that I started talking to. But that's not the only reason why I feel like he was an alien. Like it was a lot of reasons why I feel like he was an alien. And that was like when I had just started, not just started, but like that was like still in my entry to like spirituality, my relationship with God and tarot and things like that. So I was like just getting on that type vibe, and he was like all the way like on that vibe. And yeah, we connected real good like spiritually and stuff like that, but I think he just had some issues that he needed to heal, and I don't think that he was meant to be in my life for long. But he definitely taught me some things. But yeah, if y'all want a story time about that, because I ain't gonna lie, it really is a crazy, a little bit spooky story. But yeah, I really do feel like that man was an alien. So if you watching this, what's up? Because you already know who it is. I don't gotta say. Um, yeah, you got that alien telepathy. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. That man really got some alien telepathy. But yeah, so yeah, I don't know what else to say. Uh I could read this other one. Yeah, I'm gonna just read this one too. Okay, so it says, this feeling of acceptance, being accepted, something like a drug. No one needs it, but everyone wants it. Why do I feel like I need to be accepted when I know who I am? Why does hurting someone else hurt more than hurting myself? Why, when I realize that and try to be a little bit selfish, I quickly spiral back because I don't want to feel judged? Why is judgment from other people so important when other people don't make our reality? I do, we do as individuals, except we aren't individuals because we let other people and how they depict us and how they want us to live our lives, and how they feel about us shape the way that we live our lives. It's an ongoing cycle until it just stops. And live life how you see, and live life how they see fit. Okay, so I'm sorry, y'all. When I be writing, I tell y'all this all the time. I promise it's not me. Well, it is me, but I promise it's not that I can't read. It's just when I be writing, like I write as the thoughts or the feelings are coming to my head. So sometimes it don't really make sense. Like I don't really write in English for real. Like proper English, proper grammar. I don't be doing that. I just be writing. So yeah. But yeah, like I've talked about this before, I think on my last journal. It really is amazing to see my growth, and again, I still feel like this at times. But it's amazing to see how far that I've come, knowing that I really don't give a fuck about how people view me anymore or how people expect me to live my life. And again, that's something I'm still learning, but from where I was before to who I am now, I'm so much stronger and more confident in who I am and the purpose that I serve and um, who I'm meant to be and who I want to be, that I could really care less about acceptance from another person or how other people expects for me to live my life, even family. And I feel like now that's where I'm trying to learn it more. Living with my family and things like that. Like it is hard trying to uh like still become this strong adult, because I am a young adult, so I'm still coming into my adulthood while living with my family, and that is really hard, and I feel like not a lot of people talk about that enough. But I feel like that's kind of the only thing still holding me back in this sector of wanting people to understand me or wanting to not feel judged, and learning how to be more selfish and learning how to uh, you know, stand firm on my boundaries and things like that. But I've definitely come so far. And it's just nice to see. Like it feels really good. I know I'm not really expressing it that much, but it does feel really good to know, because even reading this, like I see myself at that time, and I just, the way my brain was, it used to be so cloudy. Like the way that my brain works and how memories work and feelings work for me is I see it as like a picture, or I see it as like a download, like I'm channeling something. And when I read this, the way that I see my brain, how it used to be, like it was so clouded, it was so foggy. I was like a scared little girl. I was always depressed. I didn't know how to express myself. I was scared to express myself. And I was scared to even talk or like let out my feelings sometimes. And even now, like the way that I express my feelings, because I've always been like an okay, like I've always been a deep thinker, I'll say that. Um, but I used to have a really hard time expressing that into words. And even now, I feel like I express myself way better than how I used to. Um, so yeah, and I'm not scared to like talk to people or let people know how it is that I feel now. So yeah, that's nice to know. That makes me feel good. Um, but yeah, that was this journal entry, y'all. I hope that y'all enjoyed it. Come back. I'm going to the beach this weekend, so I'll probably do my next ones at the beach, so y'all can have like a nice little scenery or whatever. And I can really get into the vibes and shit like that. But yeah, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, I am still open for personal readings always. My email is in my description, as well as the different types of readings that I offer. Um, so yeah, and I hope that y'all have a great night, morning, evening, or whatever time you're watching this. And I will see y'all later. Bye.